Hey everybody, welcome to Neil Talks. My name's Neil, and it's time to talk more Andor. I'm really digging the series so far, so much so that I'm actually watching the third episode. It's still Wednesday night, it's not even 2 a.m. I'm just kind of binging these so far. It's a blessing and a curse that Disney gave us 3 episodes on the premiere night. It's a lot of work for us reactors. The rush to get these reactions out onto YouTube will be fast and furious for the next couple of days, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm loving the story so far. I'm loving the world we've built. It's still very much early days where we're just sort of setting the chessboard, introducing us to characters, but we've already got a relatively big convergence on the horizon. This unnamed contact of Bix's has arrived on Fennec, Stellan Skarsgård. I don't know if I'm supposed to know his character name or not. I feel like I should, but I don't. But he's about to arrive. Cassian is about to meet up with him, sell off this little piece of tech that he's found, apparently worth a great deal, enough to at least get him off planet and get away. But also arriving on Fennec is this police squad, basically a SWAT team, who are planning on taking him into custody. So all of that's probably what this episode's about. But we also have our flashbacks, and young Cassian is at the crash site that they saw. They're all armed with blow darts. How cool and fun is that? And they took down the one survivor of this ship, and while everyone else is taking their injured compatriot back to camp, Cassian's staying behind, and I think he's going to explore that ship. To what end? I don't know, but what we're going to see. So let's jump into it, guys. It's late and I'm ready to watch this. This is episode 3 of Andor.
Corporate zone, you know that, right?
Purple Premor Authority is seeking a Canary male resident of Ferrex for questioning.
Do I keep saying Fennec? It's Ferrex. This is what happens when I do reactions like late at night. Oh, here we go. What a lost shot, right? Looking up the entrance to the hatch. They're not military, but I think they've got Imperial patches on, or maybe not. They're very yellow. Is that their race, or is that them like poisoned by the atmosphere or something? Because some of them were wearing masks, gas masks. Is this where he got the unit? The NS9? Wow, he hasn't seen a mirror. Oh. Not happy with what he sees. So these are just scrap yards, hey, right? They're just...
I think I have some money on the way. If it comes through, I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
It's better you don't know. I'll be back.
Does he know where he's going?
Find a way.
Well, stair droid.
Welcome to Ferrex Terminal.
Ferrex. Gonk.
I missed the window to go back.
Calmly.
3 more enforcement
Luthen.
put out a bulletin last night for someone meeting Cassian's description.
I've seen it. Has it been identified?
I don't think many people know.
You trust him?
He'll be there.
But do you trust him? Alright. Shuttle's descending.
No detectable gas toxicity.
There. Are we satisfied?
Let's get that console unit.
Oh,
Safe,
this is years ago.
Burned off. Just get your mask off.
Marva's younger.
Time, not gas. We said 20 minutes tops.
The robot's clean.
We need to leave now.
Could be anything.
No, this is them meeting Cassian.
I like your spirit, son. You just might not want to be here when they come to clean up.
He doesn't understand you.
Republic frigate approaching.
East team inbound on approach. 3 minutes from LZ.
Jawas everywhere.
Haven't seen
What the hell are they doing?
Hunting with somebody.
Yeah.
Leave him here? Is that what you're suggesting?
Let him run.
We're trying to help you.
Ale gallo.
They'll kill him.
They'll kill us.
So they're taking him away from his people,
Plenty of time for that.
including his
I'm not
sister.
leaving him here to die.
Yeah, there's the blues, right?
We have a warrant for Cassie and Andor.
Okay, so it's not like they've got a tracking chip or anything. They've got an address on record.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
You can stop this anytime you want by telling us where to find it. Pull his power supply.
No! Don't let them scare you, B. They can't do that. They're in
Shut her up!
B, are you back yet? Please tell me these things are working, B. I
Uh-oh.
want you to tell Marva that I'm sorry.
East, northeast. Got it.
Leave one man here?
I'd say two, sir.
Andor? Are we alone?
I am.
Business as usual. Serving of warrants. Corporate authority. Back off.
Oh.
How do I know it works?
I'm giving you my word.
And if that's not enough, you're planning on sticking around, are you?
Yeah, he's a runner.
There's a bunch of corpos looking for Cassian. Wilmot saw them. They're down at Martha's.
Someone ratted him out.
What? What do you mean?
I need to go find him.
No, Vix, no.
Don't what?
He can take care of himself.
Who?
Yeah.
How do you know?
He just admitted that he ratted him out.
How could you?
What did you do?
Tim!
Yeah, Tim. You POS.
I know you bribe quartermasters to leave valuables on the ships before they come in for scrap, but this isn't that.
No. I went in and got this myself.
I'll give you another 1,000 credits to tell me how you got it.
You just walk in like you belong. They're so fat and satisfied. They can't imagine it.
Can't imagine what.
That someone like me would ever get inside their house.
They don't even think about us.
Boss,
The way they laugh, the way they push through a crowd. But they'll think about us soon enough. Take me up Bricks Road and hang me in the square. Isn't that where they hung your father?
Oh,
Who are you? I'd like you to come with me.
he's recruiting.
how do you know about me? Why would I go anywhere with you?
Don't you want to fight these bastards for real? What does that mean?
Bluff and bluster.
Why would you be here now?
Special people are hard to find. I didn't want to see you tossed on the pile. I thought it was time to figure it out, but I was wrong.
Uh-oh.
May I? Rule number 1. Never carry anything you don't control.
No.
You stop! I said stop!
Rule number 2. Build your exit on your way in. Brace yourself.
Oh. Oh.
We left the box.
No!
Oh, jeez. Ah! Man, it's a fun game level of a shootout with all these swinging chains and heavy machinery, but it.
We've got 2 men down. East team, repeat last. East team, repeat last.
But man, does it feel real! Like that heavy falling, the camera shake on impact. Oh, jeez. Oh. Ow. Jesus. Holy crap.
North team, where are you?
There's no signs. I don't know what street.
The box is just sitting back there.
I thought you were smart.
What if it's just one guy left?
That wouldn't come here with only 4 men.
Jeez.
Max! Max! What have you done to him?
You stop right there.
Who did this?
Tim, you idiot.
What's going on up there? I need eyes in the air now.
They've got explosives.
Hey, hold on. What do you mean they?
There's 2 of them. 2 humans, heavily armed.
They've just got blasters. You guys suck.
Take positions. Pick them off when they come through.
Is he climbing the bell tower?
Hello?
Jeez. Why are you just shooting random people?
Gets to you, doesn't it?
Shut it.
That's what a reckoning sounds like.
Yeah.
You wanted to stop, but it just keeps coming.
I told you to shut up.
It's when it stops. That's when you really want to start to fret.
Why? What happens then?
Yeah. Don't give him the satisfaction of an answer. What happens when it stops? I totally get why they released 3 episodes at once. Because it's basically a movie to start.
Drop the weapon.
Oh, there's a line on him. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, you are screwed, buddy.
Was that them?
But that will put them behind us.
We're under siege. They're everywhere.
That's them. They're getting away.
Are they not in it? Is it explosive? Oh. I don't think anyone's on that. I think it's the decoy. And I bet you there's explosive in it. Yeah. What's that? 6 men down? 7? More injured? You idiot. You didn't listen. This is what happens when you don't listen to your smart boss. Oh man, they just trashed it. Is she still tied? Yeah.
Come on, we need to get out of here.
How awesome is that? What a cool shot.
Son, we need to get out of here.
Yeah, things are definitely escalating. I like this ship. This is a cool looking ship now that we get a good look at it. Well, we recognize this interior too. This is still the one that he goes to. Ah, I'm excited. Well, alright. It makes total sense why they decided to release all 3 episodes on the first day of the premiere. Because the first 2, while interesting, aren't exactly action-packed, and they're more about setting the stage. But we get a bunch of action in this 3rd episode. It sort of ties up the opening act of the season, if you will. It's almost a standalone movie. it's certainly a standalone story arc, and we're launching into a new phase both in the flashbacks and in the main storyline. There's a lot of symmetry there, obviously. Marva in the past, Luthen in the present, both recruiting Cassian almost unwillingly, you know, more by circumstance than by a choice. But it feels like Cassian's about to properly start fighting the Empire instead of little stealing from them here and there when he can. But I like what this episode did with the police squad, because I think, I mean, it showed that they were unprepared. They were they're not incompetent, but certainly underestimating what they were getting themselves into. Our sergeant really didn't anticipate any loss of life. You saw him at the end, and I mean, he's certainly concerned about the welfare of his men, but he's frantic, calling for evac and all of that. They just felt like they could go in and with a display of force, and they really have no regard for the community and the people that they are, the community that they're invading and the people that are there being invaded. They're of no consequence. And our deputy inspector, I mean, he's shell-shocked by he was caught by surprise, tied up, disarmed, all the rest of it, and then his mission went to complete shit. And he's shell-shocked at the end. He caused men's death. He took this out. He wanted to just do the right thing in his point of view, but he caused the death of like half his squad by the looks of it. How is he going to explain this to his boss? But also, it's going to have a twofold effect on him, I would imagine. One, now you take the enemy more seriously. But now you also have to retaliate. You have to fight back. You don't just cut your losses and walk away at this point. So I don't know. I can't imagine. Like, this guy's not imposing enough in my mind to be the main antagonist all season. But I hope we don't leave him behind. I hope he remains part of the story and he gets drawn into the higher level conflict. You know, we're starting off at a very grassroots conflict here. Local corporate police. I mean, yes, it's a murder charge, but this isn't a conspiracy. This isn't taking down a rebellion or fighting back against the Empire. It was a conflict between three men. And it will begin to escalate. You can feel the escalation on the horizon. The flashback is interesting to me because I would not have anticipated that Cassian was, you could either call it a rescue or an abduction by Marva. Yes, there was an incoming Imperial ship that would have killed anyone that they found on site, especially when they see one of their own killed by local weapons. But to just take him away from his community like that's pretty drastic. But it changes the story of Cassian and his sister, because he hasn't seen his sister in decades now. He had, like, the fact that he's managed to track her as far as the brothel we saw at the beginning of episode 1 is actually quite remarkable. That I guess we don't know for sure that this is his sister that he's tracking. It's just a Canary woman that happened to be, that he had a lead about this Canary woman. Maybe it's his sister, maybe it's not. But he's obviously been searching a long time and following a long path to find her. But yeah, wow. It's a really fun Act 1, these 3 episodes in concert. A great way to sort of set the stage. I love that the whole community banded together against the Blues, as they called them. Whether it's the banging chimes that sort of set out the alarm to the entire community, the men working on the scrapyard who tied the cable to the shuttle, causing it to crash. You know, the coordinated efforts of everything shuttering down, you know, basically limiting where these cops can go. As much as Cassian's leaving Ferrix, and I apologize for calling it Phoenix for the first couple of reactions. So many names are being thrown at us that I'm going to make a few errors, and I apologize for that. But I'm very hopeful that we continue to stay with the characters we've been introduced to on Ferrix. Brasso, Bix, Marva, in present day, the droid whose name is B2 Emo. I love that we see him in the flashbacks too, except he's like cleaner, less broken down. He's like properly a old droid in the present timeline, which I think is adorable. And I love the design of that droid. I think it's the fact that it can kind of compress upon itself, like it's got extension and compression design to it. It's got some tilt to it. Like it can be so emotionally expressive. Really cool design, and it looks practical. It looks like they've actually built these droids. Obviously, there's a guy behind camera with the remote control doing all the whatnots, but looks awesome. I'm really impressed. Anyway, yeah, we get a week now to kind of ruminate and anticipate, and then this turns into a weekly series, and we get 12 episodes of this. The episodes are a little shorter than I was anticipating. I was figuring we'd be closer to the hour range, but it seems like we're sort of in that network TV hour, about 40-42 minutes on average. We'll see if that remains the same or whether that changes as the series progresses. One of the pros and the cons of streaming services is they can make the episode as long as it needs to be. But yeah, I'm excited, guys. I think this is going to be a really fun world to learn more about. I think Cassian's a really interesting character to learn more about. We obviously got to know him just at the very end of his journey, but you know, it was that throw out. There was a line in Rogue One where he says, "I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old." I'm not sure if that's a bit of a paraphrase, I think. But just makes you wonder. It makes you want to know why. And I'm guessing, based on what we know now, when he was 6, that's when the mining disaster happened that caused the planet to be evacuated. So I would assume that means the Empire left, or I guess it would still have been in Republic days. But what happened to the native Kenari? Did they stay behind and just sort of end up living this very rustic lifestyle? Or is this the only camp? Why is it almost entirely kids? Anyway, tons of questions. Super interested to learn more. And we'll get into that next week. So until then, everybody, take care, stay healthy. We'll see you soon. Cheers.